Welcome, little dreamers, to tonight's bedtime adventure. Snuggle under your blankets, let your eyelids grow heavy, and come with me into a faraway land where honesty shines brighter than gold. Tonight, I'll tell you the story of the three axes. Once upon a time, in a quiet village nestled between rolling green hills and the silver curve of a river, there lived a young woodcutter named Elias. Elias was kind, hard-working, and gentle, but he was also very poor. His only possession of real value was his axe, a simple iron axe, worn with years of use, but sharp and sturdy enough to chop wood for the villagers. Every morning, as the sun rose and painted the sky in soft pink and gold, Elias carried his axe into the forest. He worked tirelessly, cutting logs and bundling firewood. The wood he sold at the market was his only means of survival. And though he never had much, he was content with the simple life his axe allowed him. One crisp spring morning, while chopping wood near the river bank, Elias swung his axe high. But as it came down, the handle slipped from his hands. With a splash, the axe tumbled into the deep, rushing river. Elias gasped. He ran to the edge of the water, peering desperately into the swirling current. But the axe was gone. His heart sank like a stone. Oh no, he whispered, my only axe, without it. How will I earn my bread? How will I help my mother? What will become of me? He sat on the riverbank, burying his face in his hands, and wept. Just then, the water shimmered with a strange light, and from the river rose an old man with flowing silver hair and a beard as white as snow. His eyes sparkled kindly, and his robe shimmered like the ripples of the water itself. He leaned on a staff carved with patterns of waves and shells. Why do you cry, young one? The old man asked, his voice deep and gentle, like the murmur of the river. Elias looked up in astonishment. I dropped my axe, sir. It was the only tool I had to earn my living. Without it, I am lost. The old man stroked his beard thoughtfully and smiled. Do not worry. I will help you. With that, he slipped beneath the surface of the water. Moments later, he emerged, holding an axe whose blade gleamed with the brilliance of the sun. The axe was pure gold, shining so brightly that it lit up the trees round them. Is this your axe? The old man asked. Elias's eyes widened. But then he shook his head firmly. No, sir. That is not my axe. Mine was plain iron, not gold. The old man nodded. A twinkle in his eye. He disappeared beneath the water again. This time, he rose with another axe, its blade shining like polished silver, cool and bright. Is this your axe? He asked again. Elias shook his head. No, sir. That is not my axe either. Mine was humble iron, old and worn, but strong. The old man smiled more warmly, his eyes glinting with approval. He vanished beneath the water once more. When he returned, he held a simple iron axe, rusted at the edges, its wood and handle smoothed by years of use, Elias leapt to his feet. Yes, that is mine. My dear axe. He took it with trembling hands, his heart overflowing with gratitude. Thank you, sir. I thought I had lost it forever. The old man's smile grew broader. Your honesty has touched me, young woodcutter. You could have claimed the golden axe or the silver axe as your own, but you did not. You spoke the truth, though you are poor, though you are in need. For this I will reward you, and to Elias's enablement, the old man handed him not only his iron axe, but also the golden axe and the silver one. These are yours now, said the old man. Use them wisely, and may your honesty bring you blessings all your days. With that, the old man sank back into the river, leaving the water still and quiet as before. Elias stood on the river bank, holding 3 axes in his arms, hardly believing his fortune. He hurried home to show his mother, who gasped in wonder. My son, she said, tears of pride shining in her eyes. You have been rewarded not for strength, nor for wealth, but for honesty. This is a treasure greater than gold. From that day, Elias's life changed. He used the golden and silver axes wisely, selling them to provide enough wealth to care for his family and help the poor in the village. Yet he kept his old iron axe and continued to chop wood with it every day, never forgetting where his blessings had come from. And so it was that Elias became known not just as a woodcutter, but as a man of honesty and kindness. People trusted him, and whenever they told his story, children learned that truthfulness is worth more than all the treasures in the world. And now, dear little dreamer, as your eyes grow heavy and your breath slows, remember this: honesty is like a golden light that shines from within. It may not always bring riches, but it always brings respect, love, and peace. Good night. Little dreamers, may your dreams be filled with rivers that sparkle, forests that whisper, and hearts as true as Elias's.